Okay, I already wrote this review, or I mean I already like recorded this review, but my TikTok deleted it because TikTok's horrible and I hate TikTok. My friend recommended me this book. This book was not on my reading list, but she said that it was an amazing book, that she really enjoyed it, that it was incredibly feminist, and there was a piece of literature that I would not regret reading. The New York Times Book Review calls it one of the most original vampire novels in ages. Delicious. I would agree. And the description is: a young mixed-race vampire must find a way to balance her deep-seated desire to live among humans with her incessant hunger in this stunning debut novel from a writer to watch. Claire Coda is an English writer and musician. She reviews books for publications including The Guardian and the Times Literary Supplement. This is her debut novel. I thought this was a wonderful book. It's a very quick read. It's only 230 pages. Not a huge time commitment. She is an artist and she is going through a lot. She's 23. She's just separated from her mother, who she's had to put in a retirement home. Her father died before she was born. And it's essentially about a lot of the struggles that a woman can go through in society, the complications of being a mixed race woman, and also the complications of being a mixed race woman vampire. I thought it was very interesting to see how the author kind of illuminated all of these topics gradually. You find out a lot about her past, you find out a lot about how she relates to people, what her problems are, and I really feel like it's written with a lot of care and with a lot of, I don't know, like every word does not feel wasted. Like every word feels very thought out and genuine, and I mean, the author admits that she put a lot of kind of herself into the book, but I think that she does it in a way where it's like both obvious and not obvious, so it's like it's not overbearing. I just want to read the note on the cover because I think it's really cool. If there's any spoilers, I won't read it. How best to portray the story of Lydia, a woman who has mixed Japanese, Malaysian, and English heritage, and who is a vampire, a creature inherently half demon, half human, who is constantly trying to resist the temptation of her nature. I designed many versions of this cover. Some depicted Lydia, while others focus on specific details from the story, like bite marks or a pig whose blood she drinks in order to stave off her cravings for human blood. In the end, though, the most powerful visual was not one of Lydia herself, but of the novel's antagonist. Because Lydia is an artist, it felt fitting to use a painting on the cover, but it needed to be a piece that spoke to the story on multiple levels. Caravaggio's Boy with a Basket of Fruit felt just right. The sidelong glance peering back at the viewer, the lush basket filled with food Lydia can never eat, not to mention Caravaggio's less than pristine reputation, not dissimilar to our antagonists. The final touch, a perfectly placed crack in the canvas, or is it a bite mark? Women Eating is like a book unlike any other I've ever read. As a designer, there's always a certain pressure to create something new and evocative for each project, to give each book the cover it truly deserves. The pressure is amplified even more when you love a book as much as I love this one. I only hope it did it justice. Alice Detone. She's the person who designed the cover. I personally think she did an amazing job, and I think that the description of why she chose the cover is a really good way to talk about the book. Anyway, if you read it, let me know what you think. I hope you enjoy it as much as I did. The person who recommended me this book told me that I would be the first person to ever read the book per her recommendation, so now if any of you go and read it, you will also be proving her wrong, that people actually do take recommendations. But anyway, I will be keeping an eye on this author because I thought she did an amazing job with this book, and I look forward to seeing what she writes in the future.